All right. Hey Zach, how you doing? Whew. Ah, crap, I accidentally closed out the chat. Hold on, let me open that up again. Alright, I'm pretty sure more people will come on over time, but I'm just gonna get started. So, Besaid Beach, let's go. Alright, so let me just check the stats of everyone here. So, Wakka needs another 29 to level up. Lulu only 4 to level up. Yuna only 2 to level up. And Titus 78. Alright, at least I'm making progress with everyone. Staying up, not wanting to sleep because something is on my mind I seriously need to ask my boss. Sorry to hear that you're having a bad time or trouble sometime, whatever your problem is, Zach. So we're practically just running around in this, like, one spot, essentially. That's going to be the majority of the grind, is us running around in this one spot. And, of course, we get ambushed. Because this game freaking hates us. And, of course, you got to get attacked, Lulu. Now, the upside with Lulu is that Lulu can actually, Lulu herself can actually have a high chance of dodging attacks because she has the highest evasion, natural evasion. Alright. And I want Lulu to attack herself, so she goes down faster. Unfortunately, getting ourselves KO'd takes a really long time. Especially with these characters, since they haven't really leveled up that much yet. Okay, so I just want to pretty much haste the enemies. So I already got haste on the dingo, so I need the haste on the condor. Alright, so I'm pretty much just trying to get myself killed, essentially. And, of course, it's going to take a really long time because this game hates us. I mean, I suppose it would be faster just closing down the game, but I just don't know whether or not if it'll actually stream the game properly. What's the challenge? So what are you grinding for exactly? Well, first I need to kill myself, but the challenge run is no taking damage. I'm just trying to kill myself on purpose, but maybe I should just close down the game because it'll be faster, because getting a game over in this game just simply makes you return to the title screen. And if that's so, I might as well just close down the game and start again. It's just, I don't know if that's going to cause issues with streaming or not. I mean, I guess I could try it next time when I get hit again. Maybe it'll actually be faster. But what am I grinding for exactly? I'm mostly grinding for Wakka in particular. I've already overgrind with Titus, and that's because Titus had to overgrind to the point where he can pretty much KO Kimahri, and I had to get 2 lucky dodges against Kimahri in order to pass him with Titus. But yeah, here's Titus right now. So unfortunately, it's going to require so many sphere or AP to get more sphere levels onto him. I see where the grinding comes from then. Yeah. So unfortunately, the next 2 sphere levels are useless because there's Provoke and Max AP. And I guess Accuracy would be useful, but that requires like 3 levels with Titus. But right now, Titus is not the main character we need to level up. The characters that we want to level up is Yuna, Lulu, and Wakka. Mostly Wakka, though. So the plan for this grind is to grind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sphere levels until he can get 2 more points of strength, and then we're going to get onto the boat. So essentially, this whole entire grind is just so he can get the silence attack, 2 points of strength, 2 points of accuracy, and another 2 points of strength. Essentially, I'm trying to make Wakka as strong as possible, essentially. Though it may be possible I may only grind until I learn the accuracy increase, but essentially I'm grinding just so I can improve Wakka. But I'm also grinding so that way I can unlock the other overdrive modes, because yeah, I had to do a crap ton of grinding with Titus so he can learn the other overdrive modes, essentially, that as you see here. But I need to get those overdrive modes with everyone else, because everyone starts with Stoic. Problem is, Stoic essentially charges when a character takes damage. Obviously, the whole point of this challenge run is to not take damage. So, as you can pretty much see with literally every single character, they don't have their overdrive filled, and that's because I've never allowed them to take damage. And you have to do like 100 successful kills or 100 successful battles in order to get them increased. And, oh, hey, Eco, how you doing? Yeah, I know you wanted to talk to me, Eco. Sorry that I couldn't really chat with you, but I pretty much just wanted to get this grinding done and over with. Don't let this be a representation of what this game is about, but essentially what I need to do is grind Wakka. So as I was showing, I need to grind Wakka till he learns, till he gets to about here, so he can learn at least this sphere nod. But if I find that the grinding is taking too long, then I'll at least grind to learn an extra 2 points of accuracy. I essentially just want him to learn silence attack, 2 extra points of strength, and 2 extra points of accuracy, essentially. And then as for Lulu, there's really no goal that I have for her other than just to level her up. There's really no goal that I have for her at all. And as for Yuna, there's really no goal that I have for her at all other than to just continue leveling up as much as possible. My main priority is mostly just to level up Wakka, and that's it. But I might as well level up Yuna and Lulu while I'm at it. Well, maybe getting some levels onto Titus as well. Because right now, Titus and Wakka are the most important characters to level up. But I've already over-leveled Titus, essentially. Alright, this should be fine. So, we gotta make sure that Yuna at least performs an action. We're going to use Dark Attack just in case we don't kill the enemy.
Jeez, tougher than I thought.
So it's inflicted with Dark. And...
Why don't you let the boy handle that one?
Okay, good. So the Dark Ailment essentially severely reduces the accuracy of physical attacks, and that's the reason why we learn that skill, so that way we can... that's why I use that skill on him, so that way I can guarantee a dodge. Now we use Thunder on the Flan. Okay, now since all 3 of them have had a turn, I'm going to switch to Titus and finish this guy off with Titus for an overkill. And an overkill grants us extra AP. So if we can level all 4 characters at once, that will actually be more efficient, but there's no guarantee that we'll be able to do that. Otherwise, everyone but Titus is a priority, but I mainly want Wakka to level up, because I need him leveled up to make the next upcoming battles feasible, essentially. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Alright, so Lulu, you go down here. And I think that's only to increase magical defense, which unfortunately is not useful for us. Now, Yuna, we're gonna have her go up here. Unfortunately, we can't really learn anything yet, but we can increase our max HP or MP soon. And we definitely want to level up Yuna, because the stronger she is, the stronger her Aeons will be. However, the Aeons are already powerful, or at least Valefor is already overpowered. I mean, look at those stats. The reason why Valefor has these stats is because there's two ways to increase your Aeon stats. Essentially, you need to do as many battles as possible or level up Yuna. Leveling up Yuna is one of them, but these stats are high as is because of the battles that we were doing with Tidus to overlevel him. I get the feeling that this kind of challenge run is a lot more painful early on rather than later on. Yeah, I think you're right there, November Joy. Oof, it's all good. Do you have a semi-consistent way to level yet? Or, yes, I do. 6 AP, oof. Yeah, sucks. I wish you luck with the grind. I'm off to bed. Good night. Alright, good night, Eco. I'll definitely chat with you later, buddy. Eco's a good friend of mine. Alright. But yeah, I managed to get past Kimahri, because, yeah, Kimahri required practically like 7 or so hours of grinding near the salvage ship with Riku, essentially. So I was able to level up Riku at least 2 levels or something. Okay, before I actually do the fighting, let me just switch Tidus out with Yuna. Okay, this might be problematic, actually. Okay, I gotta switch her out with Tidus. I just need a guarantee that we're not gonna get hit, essentially. And if I have to do that, unfortunately I have to do that. But as long as I keep Wakka in the party, then that's okay. That's okay, because Wakka is essentially the priority to keep in. I wasn't aware you and Eco were friends. Good to know. You know Eco, November Joy? That's a lot of grinding. So, you know Eco or something? Okay, so unfortunately I had to swap Yuna out for Tidus. And what we're going to do is actually go back. Then go... Actually, does it autosave? Does it autosave when I go this way? Okay, so the chocobo in the bottom right corner means it autosaves. So it autosaves whenever I do that. Knowing that, maybe I can rely on autosaving without having to save at the sphere all the time. The only reason I need to save at the sphere is so I can regenerate MP if I need to. Otherwise, I could probably just rely on autosave so I don't have to save at the sphere all the time. Oh, come on! Jerk. Let me think. Nullifies 1 water attack on the party. Yeah, that's not gonna help. God damn it. Okay, switch to Tidus.
Miss me? Oh yeah.
I gotta let Wakka have a turn because, again, the main priority is to have Wakka level up.
I'll handle it. Step aside.
Unfortunately, we're gonna get this dialogue every single time, but yeah. We're gonna get that dialogue every single time because this is the tutorial area to get you in the knowledge of how the rock, paper, scissors mechanic of Final Fantasy X works. Essentially, you want to use Tidus against agility-based enemies, Lulu against elemental enemies, and Wakka against flying enemies, essentially. I might have grinding in my future as well. Not for levels, but grinding nonetheless. I do not know Eco. I'm just interested to find out you two are friends. Yep, we're good friends. Eco and I are actually good friends in real life. Yeah, unfortunately, he can't stay around for long because it's actually late at night here, and he's like 1 hour ahead of me, time zone-wise. But yeah, Eco and I are good friends. Ambushed! Okay. I got hit. So I gotta close down the game. And start it back up again, since it's gonna unfortunately be the fastest way of resetting because it takes more than a minute just killing myself off. I'm just hoping that it doesn't mess up the stream and that I am actually streaming the footage. I just gotta check and make sure that I am streaming the footage. Okay, and we can just reload the last autosave. And all that progress that we did will not be wasted, so I can just run it back and forth here. Ambushed again. Okay, close down the game. And start it back up again. Same here, don't forget. Oh yeah, I'm also friends with Zach as well. That's nice, yeah. So while the grind is happening, what's the longest grind you've had to deal for a challenge that you can remember? It would probably either be the Persona 5 Royal without doing anything run, or doing nothing run, or even Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, without using skills, because I did have to grind for several hours between some fights. Oh wait, I still have Titus here. Damn it. Whatever. Let's get ourselves an overkill. Get rid of you. At least I got an overkill so I can level up Titus and Wakka, because Titus is definitely a priority to level up regardless, even though he's not the priority to level up. The priority is mainly to get Yuna up so that way my Aeons can improve. Because yeah, there's 2 upcoming fights that we have to deal with, and essentially the SS Leaky, we're going to do an exploit that enables us to essentially over-level, to gain a lot of sphere levels during that fight. And we essentially want Yuna as strong as possible, so her Aeon is as strong as possible.
Let us Guardians handle the likes of these.
Are you sure you and it's friends as well? I'm guessing you went way over level 99 in Nocturne, so yeah. Yeah, I pretty much had to go to level 255 for the final boss fights, essentially. Okay, so I gotta use Dark Attack against the Dingo. Oh, I overkilled it. Never mind. But I essentially want to use a Dark Attack against the Dingo so I can guarantee that it's not going to get an extra turn. And I gotta use Thunder on the Water Flan since it takes 50% more damage with Thunder. Alright, leveled up Wakka. Nice. Okay, so let's see what we can level up with Wakka. And we can learn Silence Attack. Definitely not going to be as useful as Dark Attack, but may come in handy in the future. So Silence Attack is good, but Dark Attack is definitely going to do us a lot more, if anything. In fact, the only reason I can think of Silence Attack being useful is mostly so we can prevent enemies from doing magic-based attacks. Dark Attack mostly is to prevent enemies from hitting us if they hit us with physical attacks. But yeah, Wakka is definitely going to be a mainstay because he can inflict status ailments that can actually potentially save us in the run. Grinding to grind more efficiently, it's that kind of challenge, huh? At the start of it, it will. At the start of it, it will. But it will, thankfully, become less severe later on. Oh, we got a preemptive strike, which means, guard. No. Shit. I effed this up. I effed this up. Okay, shoot. Wait. Yeah, I messed this up, darn it. When I get a preemptive strike, I definitely... Oh, wait! No, I'm actually good. I'm actually good. Okay, so, Lulu has a turn before the flan, so I'm gonna guard. Okay, now I'm gonna swap Yuna out for Titus, have him guard, and then hit the flan with Thunder, and then all 4 of them get experience. Essentially, you need the party members to perform an action in battle, so if they don't perform an action in battle, and you either swap them out, or they never get a turn, then they never get experience, essentially. And you can only have 3 party members within a battle at a time. But yeah, if I can swap, if I can have a character perform an action in battle, before a battle ends, then I can essentially share the EXP gain with everyone, essentially. Okay. And crap. Yeah, I gotta switch to Titus. Overkill. What? Wait, what? 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 Wait, you were first? I thought it was the dingo that was going first. God damn it. Okay, at least I'm going back and forth off screen so I can actually guarantee an autosave per battle. As long as I can guarantee an autosave per battle, I am making progress, essentially. So I'm essentially not wasting a battle that is won. I didn't think you have to go all the way to 255. That's rough. Well, I mean, if you're doing it without skills, I mean, you probably don't have to go all the way to that max level, but I pretty much dedicated myself to get to that level anyway, just so I can guarantee that I get past both Kagetsuchi and Lucifer, essentially. Hello, Mr. Gamer. Oh, wait, shoot. I went the wrong way. Hello, Mr. Gamer. Hello to you, Patty Murphy. And, of course, I have Titus out, of course. Though, considering that I don't have a preemptive strike, I would probably have swapped Yuna out for Titus anyway. Alright. Just gonna change the formation of Titus and Yuna. Okay. Go back out, go back in. Is this a hitless run? Yep, that's the challenge run. No taking damage. Okay. And, okay. I think this one I might potentially be able to use all 4 characters, so I'm just gonna hit the dingo.
Let us guardians handle the likes of these.
And yeah, they're gonna constantly give the talk of let us handle these because this is still the tutorial area of the game. I'm gonna use Dark Attack on the dingo, which thankfully kills it. But the Dark Attack would have essentially disabled it from, or severely reduced its physical accuracy. So if it did have a turn, then I could have, then I can potentially dodge it, and then switch to Titus to finish the dingo off, while I have Lulu here finish the flan off. But yeah, right now the main priority is to get as many level ups as possible, mostly with Wakka. The grind is mostly for Wakka, and to also get the overdrive modes for Lulu, Yuna, and crap. Oh man, and it's even. Oh god damn it. Okay, and the thing is, even though Titus has high agility, there's no guarantee that he's going to be able to kill the bird. Actually, let me see what Titus can do, actually. Haste. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, put in haste on Wakka does not give him a turn before the Condor. So, I think what I'm going to do is switch to Yuna.
I'm here.
Summon. Get rid of the flan. And hope that Valefor dodges the Condor. From experience, grinding is one thing, but grinding that requires actual thought during the process is especially painful. Honestly, I kind of disagree because I think mindless grinding is actually more painful than grinding that actually requires a strategy. If there's grinding that requires a strategy, it does honestly make the run more interesting. Okay, so we're going to use Thunder on the flan. Overkill, and... Alright, good. We got a dodge, and we have our overdrive filled. So we got 2 different overdrives that we can use, and thankfully they seem to do the exact same thing. So deals non-elemental damage to all enemies, except Energy Ray does more damage than Energy Blast. But we don't want to use our overdrives. We just want to essentially get rid of this guy. So this will be an overkill, which means we actually get a little bit more AP than usual. So AP in this game is essentially the experience points. So AP is essentially the experience points, and you essentially want to gain AP in order to get a sphere level, and a sphere level is what is required in order to progress on a grid. Okay, so, I'll attack with Yuna, attack with Wakka, and then Thunder on the flan, and I gotta keep an eye on, especially Lulu's, MP, because if I run low, then I definitely need to go to a, save sphere to regenerate AP. And the reason why I'm going to the next area and going back is because it auto-saves in between. So if I get hit, I can just load back to the last auto-save. And save a lot more progress. Okay, so, Dingo is Monster A. So looking at the timeline, the Dingo is Monster A. Good to know. Okay, so yeah, I'll have to switch to Titus. Titus, you deal with the Dingo. Wakka, you deal with the Condor. And Lulu, you deal with the flan. It makes the run more interesting, though from my experience it also makes the time drag on a lot more. Mindless grinding at least passes relatively quickly. You know, I never finished 10. I definitely recommend 10. 10 is a really great game. Granted, I have not played the majority of Final Fantasy games. I've only beaten Final Fantasy 1 on the Pixel Remaster, Final Fantasy 10, and Final Fantasy 15. All games I definitely do recommend, especially 15 and 10. Okay, of course I have Titus out. Okay. Okay, so it seems like everyone's able to perform some sort of action. So I'm gonna guard with Yuna, so that way it counts as her performing an action. And I had the game speed up on ×2, so that's why there's barely any sound effects, because I had the game sped up on ×2. Alright, so I leveled up Lulu, so Lulu, go up, and I can increase her... Okay, so yeah, I can activate this nod, which increases magical defense, but I don't want magical defense increase, because anything that's defense or HP related is useless. Increase evasion by 2 points, heck yes. So essentially you have everything that's split into different skills, so strength, magic... defense, magic defense, agility, luck, evasion, and accuracy. And for those who don't know, essentially, agility affects the number of turns one can have per battle. Accuracy affects the chances of you hitting an enemy, and evasion affects the chances of you dodging an enemy. Sup, I'm donating blood right now. Oh, sweet. Glad to know that you're, doing something that's that could potentially save someone down the road. Ah, crap. Yeah, and fortunately gotta switch to Titus. Finish you. Finish you. And black magic on the water flan. Okay, what is that? I had something for Lulu. Unfortunately, it's the same thing. Unfortunately, Water Ward only decreases your defense against water. It doesn't make you immune to it. I just have it equipped just because. But yeah, I might as well sell these because, yeah, I only have, like, one ability slot for each, and if I only have one ability slot, then essentially the blue bangle is useless. In fact, why do I even have it equipped? There's really no reason for me to have it equipped, so I'm just going to equip this. Yeah, and I have no armor whatsoever with Wakka. Titus, I only have the one. And, okay, here we go. So, Dark Ward. So, yeah, Dark Ward will be useful because it essentially decreases the chances of her getting inflicted with Dark. Is Phantom X a mobile game? Yeah, it's a mobile game, but it's also available on Steam as well. I'm actually thinking of playing it on Steam myself. The problem is that I'm prepared to potentially rip the game to shreds and call it crap because I'm so strongly against microtransactions in video games, essentially. I'm so strongly against that practice. What would you say is your favorite run that you've done so far? It's hard to say. My favorite run would probably be between Persona 4... crap. Between Persona 4 Golden without taking damage, Majora's Mask without rupees or item drops, hold on. We'll just turn the speed down. So we're gonna get rid of the flan, because at least we have a better chance of dodging a physical attack, which thankfully we do. Sonic Queen's on you. Now, I can dismiss my Aeon and hope that I can get a turn with Wakka, but if I don't get a turn with Wakka, then I'm just going to take damage anyway. If I can still make progress, even if I'm just leveling up a character that I'm not leveling up, that's still progress, because the more battles we do, the stronger our Aeons get. Essentially, our Aeons get stronger based on unit stats, but also the amount of battles we do. And because we've done so many battles already, Veil 4 is like extremely overpowered. Oh, preemptive strike. This is good. This is good. We're gonna dodge. Attack the Condor. Block. And then switch to Titus. Have him guard, and then use Thunder, so this guarantees that Titus gets some AP as well. So all 4 characters get AP. I like your Persona 5 Royal without raising your social stats. Oh yeah, that one's probably my lesser known challenge run, but honestly, I'd say it's probably one of my weaker challenge runs, simply because the idea was more novelty than it is an actual challenge. But at least it was more sane to do, I'll give it that. It was more of a sane idea to do. Okay, so I want to use a dark attack on the dingo. It overkills it anyway, so it didn't matter. And actually, I need to keep an eye on Wakka's MP as well, because if he gets low, then I definitely want to get to a save sphere, so that way I can regenerate the MP. I'm only not going to the MP because doing that just... Okay, so I just need one more sphere level to get an increase in accuracy, and then it's the debate of whether or not if I should grind more so I can get some strength, and maybe even more than that, but I'm at a debate on that. If I'm gonna grind more, I'm essentially gonna grind until I get a thing of accuracy, and maybe a thing of strength, and if I am gonna grind more, then maybe I'll grind more to get more MP, more magic, the aim ability, and the 2 points of agility. I think after that, I don't think it's really gonna matter all that much, grinding more than that. Because I'm essentially grinding to the point where we can one-shot the upcoming boss fights, with Titus and Wakka in particular, because there's 2 boss fights back-to-back, and the first one is a long grind, essentially. I essentially gotta hold out the fight for as long as possible in order to make it possible, essentially. But not just make it possible, but essentially I can over-level, essentially, with the next upcoming boss fight. And once I exploit that, I essentially don't have to grind as much for the rest of the run. And no, goddammit, I'm an idiot. Okay, but at least I'm not that much of an idiot. At least I didn't get ambushed. Okay, I did 2 battles back to back. That's a bad idea. That was a really bad idea. Oh, a nice Moomba. Okay. Let's see what that does. Ice Strike and Dark Touch. And Dark Touch will probably be more useful, even though I'm probably never going to use Lulu as a melee attacker, because Lulu is the worst melee attacker in the game. Okay, so I'm going to just regenerate some MP now while I'm thinking about it. So essentially, the save sphere pretty much regenerates your HP and MP. Nocturne with no skills is still my favorite video of yours. Sometimes I use it to sleep. Honestly, I have no idea how to take that statement, to be honest. Okay, so I'm just gonna KO the Condor. No, not Lulu. The Condor. Yeah, attack the Condor. Okay, so guard with Lulu. And then swap Yuna out for Titus, and then kill the Dingo. So all 4 gain AP. Because not being able to hang out with Makoto or finish Akechi is sad. Yeah, it's sad, but, you know, a challenge run is a challenge run. Oh shit, is that homie Kate Sith from Final Fantasy VII? Probably. I know at least one of Lulu's weapons, I think you have Kate Sith as a possible weapon or something. Imagine, Wake and Nitsa losing his mind to his doing nothing run. Oh yeah. I scream because I'm losing my mind to the doing nothing run. Honestly, I can just foresee that happening. Alright, thankfully I haven't really been getting a lot of ambush attacks lately, which is great. What's not great, however, is that the enemy formation here is bad. Titus. Sally, putting haste on anyone doesn't make a difference. So what I'm going to do is go back to Yuna and summon Valefor again. And what I'm going to do is attack the Condor first, and then hope for... Or no, attack the Dingo first, and then hope for a dodge. Okay, you gotta love that the model of the Dingo legit gives them a goddamn butthole. Why do the Dingos in this game have a legit butthole as a model? Anyway, let's kill the Dingo. Ah, no, we just took damage. We gotta close down the game. And then reset. So yeah, unfortunately, taking damage even with the Aeon still counts as damage taken. I think it's best just to take it as a compliment. People find it entertaining and also relaxing enough to fall asleep to. Well, I mean, I try to make it entertaining the best I can, regardless of how painful the challenge run is. Hi, how you doing? Doing good? Final Fantasy 15 while doing nothing. I've thought of the possibility, but honestly, I don't think it's going to be that interesting of a run. Just having my party members do everything while Noctis doesn't do anything. It just wouldn't be that interesting of a run. Crap. Gotta switch to Titus to get rid of the Dingo. And Wakka to get rid of the Condor. 2 overkills back to back, that's pretty good.
Piece of cake.
Again, the main priority is just to level up Wakka, mostly. It's mostly just to level up Wakka. That's the main priority. Okay, let me just change the formation of Titus and Yuna, and then grind more. Okay, no ambush attacks, good. Alright, so guard with Yuna, so that counts as her doing something. Get rid of the Condor with Wakka, which is an overkill. That's great, because if we're getting overkills with the Condor, that means more AP gained. So once I increase his strength more, then... Once I increase his strength more, then that's going to be almost guaranteed overkills. Essentially, an overkill happens after a critical, or after you surpass a certain HP threshold beyond when it's supposed to die. And when you surpass that threshold and get an overkill, you essentially gain more AP points out of it. Alright. Of course it's the Condor. God damn it. Okay. Switch to Titus. Does putting haste on Wakka make a difference? Unfortunately, it doesn't. Darn it. Okay. Gonna switch to Yuna again. Summon Veilfor, get rid of the Dingo, and hope for a dodge on the Condor. Okay, let me just speed up the game. Okay, get rid of the Dingo. Okay, it missed. Good. Sonic Ruins on the Condor. 2 overkills back to back, which means more AP for Yuna. Haha, Fire Emblem 3 Houses will be an interesting do a nothing run. Yeah, no. When you're done, a Dingo will never eat baby ever again. Yeah, I suppose so. Guess that's always an upside. I'm just gonna put it to +2. God, what is with these bad enemy formations? Okay, get rid of the Dingo first, and then get rid of the Condor. Okay, 2 overkills back to back. And I leveled up Titus, okay. So Titus, unfortunately, requires so many AP just to level up. But hey, as long as he's leveling up, that's at least progress being made. Problem is, I don't even know if Provoke is even a useful skill or not, but I'll still learn it just because it's a skill to learn. Let me just see for a second. Wait. Yeah, Provoke. Do I get information on what these abilities do? Oh yeah, here we go. Provoke. So draws an enemy attacks towards you. That's situational. That could actually Provoke might actually be useful, but it's situational. It's extremely situational, so yeah, I think it is a worthwhile skill to learn, actually. That is a worthwhile skill to learn. It's just very situational. So formation, Titus and Yuna. It's just I gotta either A, guarantee the dodge if I get attacked, or be able to guarantee that I'm gonna nullify the enemy's attack. And once again, I gotta switch to Titus. Kill the Dingo, kill the Condor. Actually, I don't think it really matters if I change the formation with Titus and Yuna, because I can always just swap them whenever it's their turn. Okay, so I'm going to swap to Yuna, guard with Yuna, kill the Condor, and use Black Magic on the Water Flan, and there we go. It could be nice if you have enough evasion or gear to nullify attacks, yeah. Yeah, for the Provoke attack. The Provoke attack might potentially be useful, just it's extremely situational. Oh, okay. This is good. This is good. Guard with Yuna. Kill the Condor with Wakka. Guard with Lulu. And then switch Yuna out with Titus, and then kill the Dingo, and there we go. All 4 gain AP. Okay, leveled up Lulu. Okay, and raises magic by 2 points. Heck yes. There we go. I bet Joker wished that his doing nothing curse was in the vanilla version. Why in the vanilla version? How would that make the run better? Oh, come on. Why is the Problem is, I have no guarantee. I have no freaking guarantee that Titus will be able to attack the Condor. Oh, wait. If I put haste on Wakka, then I can actually have him go. I can actually give him a turn past the Condor. So yeah, as you can see, the battle timeline on the right, the Condor will go next, but if I apply haste onto Wakka, then I can allow him to go before the Condor. So I'm going to apply haste on Wakka, kill the Condor, and Thunder on the Water Flan. So there is definitely strategy even when we're over-leveled. or even under-leveled. Okay, Wakka leveled up. Good, because he's the one we mainly need leveled up. The simple answer is that Yaldabaoth is possible, Maruki wasn't. Hey, spoilers, man. But yeah, honestly, it was only possible because we were playing on safety difficulty. Oh boy. I need my Tums. Goddamn heartburn. Okay, Dingo. Condor. And Waterflan. Because it's shorter and you wouldn't have to rely on Nikeshi fighting alone. It's debatable. Not that I'm ever going to find out. Okay, and I got a new ball for Wakka. So I got a water ball and a fireball. So Fire Strike and Water Strike. But considering that the Water Flan has the immunity to electricity, yeah, I'm just going to keep it on Scouts, which has the Sensor ability. The Sensor ability essentially tells me the current AP and MP, or the HP and the weaknesses of enemies, essentially. That's essentially the use of the Sensor ability. Damn it, Titus! Alright, time to close down the game. Unfortunately, we pretty much have that chance of dodging physical attacks, but when it comes to magic attacks, I don't think evasion actually affects magical attacks. I think evasion only is affected by physical, essentially. I could be wrong about that, I don't know. This is my third playthrough of Final Fantasy X. But yeah, we haven't actually had an ambush attack in a long while, so that was actually kind of refreshing that we didn't even have an ambush attack for quite a while. And we got ambush again. Miss. Ah, goddammit, Lulu, you could have dodged that attack. But yeah, the one use of having Lulu in the party is that Lulu has the highest evasion rate, so when enemies attack her physically, there's a good chance she may be able to dodge it, but it's obviously not guaranteed. Alright, let's speed up the game. Alright, there we go. Ah, no! Again? Either I have to pray that someone dodges the Condor attack, which I'm definitely not going to rely on, so I'm going to switch to Yuna and summon Valefor. Summon Valefor because at least she has the highest chance of dodging an attack. She has a higher evasion rate right now than Lulu does because of all the grinding that we've been doing with Titus. You tempted the game. Unfortunately. So I'm going to kill the Dingo. Miss. Good. Alright, 2 overkills. Which means more AP for Yuna. Oh, and there we go. We leveled up, or not leveled up, we gained a sphere level. Again, level ups work differently in Final Fantasy X compared to most JRPGs. So whenever you gain a certain amount of AP, you actually gain what's called a sphere level, which allows you to move along the sphere grid, essentially. Okay, so what is this lock? Where does this lock even lead to? Okay, it seems like a lock that leads down to the Ultima spell, and it even leads down to Kimahri's path, because I think Kimahri actually starts here. I think Kimahri starts here. He starts with Lancet, and you're actually given multiple directions on where you want to go with him. In fact, I haven't even figured out where I want to take Kimahri, to be honest. I know for sure I want to... Well, I mean, I'm automatically going to learn Lancet. I mean, I guess I can learn as many skills around this area as much as possible. But at some point, I gotta break one of these locks in order to progress Kimahri's eventually. But I think I want Kimahri to actually go into Tidus's sphere grid for a higher speed, but also to apply haste and slow, essentially. I essentially want Kimahri to be able to learn the haste skills so that way he can potentially be reliable. Why did they give the bird titties? Because Valefor is female. I mean, it's complicated if you don't know the lore, but essentially, all the Aeons are based off of real-life people that... Or not real-life people, but in-game people that died and are resting within temples. And essentially, what you're seeing is essentially dream forms of what the Faith essentially represent themselves as. So Valefor is actually based off of a woman that passed, and essentially Valefor is her form, essentially. But Valefor is a female summon, essentially. A female summon, and is also pretty much a dream that the person that's sleeping in the temple has pretty much created for Yuna to use. Okay, swap Tidus out for Yuna. Guard. Attack. And yeah, the reason why there's no sound effects is because I have the game sped up. When the game is sped up like this on the HD remaster, it essentially just disables sound effects and certain audio and such. So yeah, there was like birds chirping just now, but it's disabled because I have the speed up on. Okay, guard. Now also guard with Wakka. Kill the Flan. Swap Yuna out for Tidus and then defeat the Dingo. So all 4 gain AP. But yeah, the reason why the bird Valefor has titties is because the Valefor is female. But is also based off of a person that died and is resting in that temple. It just sucks that Yuna can't really attack all that much other than use her summons. Because obviously that's the main reason why you even want to use the summons to begin with, is mostly... wait. Nah, just get rid of the enemy. Guard, and then Black Magic. I was trying to think of a strategy to get Yuna some AP as well, but I just couldn't think of it. Hope for good RNG. I'm hoping so too. Oh, come on! Come on! Oh, okay, never mind. I managed to defeat it with Tidus. It's just with flying enemies, you mainly want to use Wakka, because Wakka is almost guaranteed to always hit them. Obviously, the more you level up your accuracy, the more you level up your accuracy, the stronger chances you have of hitting flying enemies with other characters. Okay, unfortunately, the next sphere is defense increase, which is not useful for us. Ambush, miss. And unfortunately, the water flan automatically makes us lose because we have no way of dodging the water attacks. Unfortunately for us, we have no way of dodging the water attacks. If it was physical and it was both the Condor and Dingo only, then we definitely have a good chance of evading those two attacks. But unfortunately, if the water flank gets a turn, then unfortunately we have no choice but to take damage because I'm pretty sure evasion does not affect your chances of evading magical attacks. Okay. Ambush again! And of course the water flan is here, so this is an automatic reset. Yeah, automatic reset because of the water flan. Ugh. And yep, looks like we got a chance at this. I'm gonna swap Titus out for Yuna, guard with Yuna, kill the Condor, and then kill the water flan. Okay, go over here so it autosaves, go back over here so it also autosaves. Essentially, I'm guaranteeing that every time I get a success, I'm saving in between every single battle. Okay, shoot. Yeah, I gotta switch to Titus, kill the Dingo, and then kill the Condor. And with all these kills, I still haven't learned the overdrives for Wakka yet. Ooh, alert shield. Okay, that's actually a new, let's see what that is here. Actually, I think that's for Titus, right? Sleep ward. Okay, that's definitely gonna be helpful, so I'm gonna wear that for Titus. And let's go to the sphere grid, get Wakka up another level. So, I think we're actually doing a good amount of grinding that I think I'm going to continuously grind until we eventually get to the strength increased by 2. Probably get that at the least, and if I want to grind further, then I'll grind all the way to this spot so we can learn the agility increased by 2. Fair for Kimahri. Well, I mean, we've already defeated Kimahri. It's just, okay, water flan, so this is a reset. Thankfully, with us transitioning maps, we autosave, so we don't have to worry about getting that shield for Titus for Sleep Ward. So essentially our main goal is mainly just to get that Strength Sphere with Wakka, but if he hasn't learned his Overdrive yet, then I definitely want to continuously grind because I want to learn some Overdrive modes with Lulu, Yuna, and Wakka. Wakka in particular, because Wakka definitely has some really powerful Overdrive modes that is definitely gonna... or overpowered Overdrives that is definitely gonna help in this run. Oh, wait, the Condor goes first? What the fluff? Okay, if I apply haste onto Wakka, Wakka will go. Shoot, but that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Damn it. And, of course, Titus gets hit because Titus... You couldn't freaking dodge, Titus. But yeah, I've already defeated the Kimahri in the solo fight with him and Titus. That was the main reason why I pretty much had to grind for like 7 hours back on the salvage ship, essentially. But yeah, now that we're past Kimahri, we can finally grind with Wakka, Lulu, and Yuna. So now we can actually make actual progress. Okay, so I'm going to swap for Yuna, guard with Yuna, attack the Condor, and then Thunder with Lulu. More like tied ass. Ha, funny. Alright, keep going. Ah, Jesus Christ, this game. Okay. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do with the enemy formations. I mean, bear in mind this is tutorial, and you're supposed to not really stay here for that long to grind. The only reason we're grinding for as long as we can is mostly just so we can get Wakka to a high enough strength, but also so we can learn his overdrive modes. Which, have we even learned yet? Yeah, we still have not learned it. We're still stuck at Stoic, because Stoic essentially charges the overdrive when a character takes damage, but in order to get the other overdrive modes, you essentially have to do a repetitive task like hundreds of times, essentially. So if we kill enemies like 100 or so times with Wakka, then we'll essentially be able to gain his Warrior or Slayer ability, or even Victory overdrive. Essentially, the Victory overdrive means the overdrive increases after you win a battle, Warrior increases after you damage an enemy, and Slayer increases after you defeat an enemy. So essentially, we want to be able to get one of those overdrives, but all three if possible. We want to try to get all three if possible with Wakka, but thankfully, we seem to be using Wakka almost every single battle, which is what we want. Okay, so Titus do the Dingo, Wakka do the Condor, and Lulu do the Flan. Man. It also sucks that we can't level up Kimahri while we're at it as well, but right now Kimahri is not really the priority right now. It's mostly just Wakka. Alright, same enemy formation as before, so there we go. Okay, that was like 3 overkills. That's really good. Oh yeah, 12 AP. That is good. Let's get some 12 AP every single time. That would be freaking awesome. I just wish I had a formation where I can at least level Lulu up more. Okay, get rid of you. And, just attack, even though... Okay. Essentially, it's just skipping a dialogue prompt, essentially telling, hey, dumbass, use Lulu for water flans, essentially. Because again, this is the tutorial area, and it's trying to teach to the player, hey, use Lulu to fight elemental enemies, use Wakka to fight flying enemies, and use Titus to fight enemies that are on their feet. Okay. 2 overkills back to back. Nice. You can tell things are dire when you're cheering for 12 AP. Yeah, when I'm cheered for 12 AP. But essentially, I'm trying to guarantee... Okay, no, there's a water flan, so I'm going to take damage regardless. Okay, close. And then restart again. And if you're wondering what that music is every single time I restart, it's essentially the Steam asking me, do I want to play Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X The Eternal Calm cutscene, Final Fantasy X2, which is the direct sequel, or do I want to play the Final Fantasy X2 Last Mission? Obviously, I'm only picking Final Fantasy X, and anything else after that is pretty much all spoiler territory. Will I ever do a challenge run for Final Fantasy X-2? It's hard to say. It's hard to say if I'll ever do a challenge run for Final Fantasy X-2. Honestly, I still have yet to beat the game. So right now it's not in consideration. But who knows? There might be a good chance I might play the direct sequel or do a challenge run for the direct sequel Final Fantasy X-2. I just know for Final Fantasy X-2, you essentially have an all-female... cast, essentially Yuna, Riku, who are both in this game, and a new character named Pain, and essentially you're working together for, well, spoiler-related stuff, essentially. I can't really say much, because it will spoil the game for what happens at the end of this game. Of course the Condor goes first. And it misses, and I get hit, of course. God damn it. I mean, yeah, there is a chance that someone like Titus can attack a flying enemy. It's just you have a lower chance of doing so because flying enemies are more susceptible to ranged attacks, and the only ranged attacker is Wakka. I mean, Lulu is technically a ranged attacker, but that's only when she's using magic. When she's using her melee attack, mind you, Lulu is the worst melee attacker in the game. It's pretty much not going to really do anything. God freaking damn it. Ambush. Come on. Stop giving me back-to-back ambushes, game. I just want this grind to be done and over with, please. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I want to load the autosave and grind more. Alright, there we go. Proper battle. 2 overkills back-to-back with Titus and Wakka. But yeah, if I can level up Titus, that's great, but I mainly want to level up Yuna. The only reason that Yuna is not really reliable for leveling up is because, well... Yeah, I don't think I really need to explain that. Okay, so I'm gonna guard with Titus, attack the Condor with Wakka, guard with Lulu, and then switch to Yuna, and then use Veil for to get rid of the Dingo. So this guarantees that pretty much all 4 of them gain experience. Wait, now I'm gonna use Sonic Wings. Actually, there's probably no point. I'm gonna hit the enemy regardless. Guaranteed overkill. But yeah, if I can get a formation where I can have all 4 characters perform an action in battle, then that's great, because it definitely speeds up the grinding. Speeds up the grinding because, well, everyone's gaining AP. Yeah, I think it's all self-explanatory. Ah, of course the water... Of course you... Ah! Screw you, game. Okay, Titus, get rid of the Dingo. Wakka guard. And then Lulu, finish the water flan. Okay, autosave. Why is the frickin' Condor going... God... Wait, hold on. White magic, haste. Okay, good. So I can use haste on Wakka to guarantee he goes first before the Condor. Get rid of the Condor. And then use black magic with Lulu, and there we go. Yeah, haste is such a useful skill, and it's definitely going to be what's going to help us win the majority of these battles. 1 more AP for Wakka, and then I can level up. But let's just go off screen, go back in screen. Okay, I'm gonna actually switch Titus out with Yuna, guard with Yuna. Oh, wait, no, I should have attacked with Yuna. Okay, dark attack on the Dingo. Eh, it insta-kills it anyway, oh well. I mean, great, not oh well. And there we go, leveled up with Wakka. Okay, so I need 1 and 2 more sphere levels to get another strength, and then it's debated whether or not if I should grind even more so I can gain more MP, more magic, the aim ability, and the agility ability. But I'm mainly doing the grind so I can increase my strength by another 2 points. I'm only going to grind further if I have time to grind, essentially. I mean, I probably do have the time to grind. I mean, I might as well just go out of my way to get it. Plus, the more battles I do here, the more I can guarantee that Yuna's Veil 4 is going to guarantee an insta-kill on the Sin's Finn, which is the upcoming fight. Okay, Dark Attack on the Dingo. Okay, that insta-kills it anyway. Okay, there we go. Guess that was Yuna who leveled up. And I'm not going to worry about getting past that level 2 thing. I'm just going to proceed down further into her sphere grid. Increase her magic by 3. Yes. Because, yeah, once we eventually get Yuna into Lulu's sphere grid, which we're probably going to do, once we get Yuna into Lulu's sphere grid, we can have her learn powerful black magic. In fact, she could actually potentially be a stronger magic user than Lulu. Okay, the Condor is A, right? Yeah, okay, good. Condor is A, so we're going to guard with Yuna, attack the Condor, and Thunder on the water flan. Okay, no overkill on the water flan, but that's okay. Okay, and Lulu leveled up. So yeah, as you can tell, we require more AP just to level up. Okay, so that's just to increase her max HP, increase magical defense, both of which are useless for this run. So yeah, the focus ability, I'm pretty sure, is a magic charge. So yeah, that's going to be the next useful thing for Lulu, and then the next useful thing would be an increase in evasion. But regardless, we definitely want to keep Lulu in the party for the water flan alone. Because even though Veil 4 can definitely get rid of the water flan for us... Oh, come on! Oh, wait, hold on. No. Switch to Titus. Use the haste ability. Actually, I may have to go to the save sphere. No! Are you freaking serious, game? Haste does not... God damn it, game. Haste does not get Wakka to act before the Condor? Come on. Okay, well, we're just going to do a regular attack on the Condor and hope we hit it. And if we don't hit it, hope for an evade. Oh, we evaded. Good, good. Okay, good. So we can proceed on. And then destroy the water flan. Alright, so there we go. We don't have to reset. Nice. Pearl Rain. Is that useful? Let's see. Magic defense. No, it's not useful. RNG. Yep. Wrench. Gotta rely on the wrench. Seriously, game? Miss. Oh, okay, miss. Nice. Now we just gotta use Dark Attack on the Condor. And, actually, I'm gonna swap, Lulu out with Yuna. Guard with Yuna. Or actually, no, I'm not gonna guard because Titus may not be able to hit the Condor. So I'm gonna summon Veil 4, and then I can guarantee that I can get rid of Veil 4. Because, yeah, between Yuna or Lulu, I definitely want to prioritize leveling up Yuna. And plus, attacking with Veil 4 guarantees an overkill. Okay, let me change the formation again. So, Titus with Lulu. Go off screen, go back in screen. Actually, now thinking about it, maybe I should actually prioritize leveling up Yuna instead of Lulu. Huh. Okay, but anyways, gotta swap with Titus, kill the dingo, and then Wakka kills the condor. 2 back-to-back overkills. Pearl shield, what is that? Magic defense, yep, nope. And yeah, once we get to a shop, we can sell the useless weapons or armor. Okay, I'm gonna swap to Yuna, guard with Yuna, attack the condor, and get rid of the water flan with thunder. Oh boy, game, you really love making me frustrated when I can't level up the character I want to level up, huh? Rod of Water. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be useful, but let's just see what that is. Yeah, Rod of Wisdom is still going to be more useful for us. And yeah, the Rod of Wisdom is the weapon that we gain from getting the Destruction Sphere chest during the Cloister Trials in the Basay Temple. So we definitely wanted that no matter what. Okay, swap to Yuna, guard with Yuna, attack the Condor, and thunder the Water Flan. Oh, actually, Lulu is actually getting lower on her magic, so I may actually have to go to a save sphere. In fact, maybe I should do that now. I should probably do that now while I'm thinking about it. There we go. Alright. Definitely got to switch to Titus to get rid of the dingo. Guard with Wakka, and then just thunder on the flan for an overkill. Again, as long as Wakka is leveling up every single battle, that's our priority. Otherwise, it's mostly that it would be nice to level everyone else up, as opposed to a priority to level everyone else up. Otherwise, it's mostly just Wakka, and then once we get to the next boss fight, there's an exploit that allows us to overlevel, essentially, and we're going to use that exploit so that way we don't have to do as much grinding in the latter part of the game. There's still going to be moments where we have to do grinding, but we won't have to do as much grinding. Yeah, okay, so guard with Yuna, attack the Condor. Black magic on the flan. Go off screen, go back in screen to autosave. Ambush. And he took damage, so that's a reset. At least I'm autosaving between every single battle, so it's not so frustrating when I lose progress from an ambush, because I'm actually not really losing progress. Unlike the ship where I was taking a gamble of doing more than one successful battle. Okay. And, god damn it. Okay. Titus. Kill the dingo. Guard with Wakka. And thunder the heck out of the flan with Lulu. Okay, Wakka's closer to leveling up, so yeah, we may actually be able to get the extra spheres that we can get for Wakka, because if so, then this grinding will be actually a slight bit more efficient than usual. In fact, wait, have I learned his new overdrive mode yet? I still have not learned his new overdrive mode. Jesus Christ, game. Oh, preempt a strike. Okay, I'm gonna guard with Titus. Guard with Wakka. Black Magic Thunder on the flan. And then swap Titus out with Yuna. And summon Valefor to get rid of the Dingo for us. Speed up the game so I can get through this faster. And there we go, leveled up Wakka. Because again, if I can get all 4 characters to perform an action, then I can get all 4 of them leveling up. Alright, so there we go. So 1 more sphere level and I can get an extra strength, and then I have to debate whether or not if I want to grind more to get an extra MP, magic, the aim ability, and agility. Because yeah, the agility will definitely be very helpful. Because the more agility we have, then the more chances of us being able to have turns each battle. Okay, I gotta switch to Titus. Get rid of the Dingo. Get rid of the Condor. And get rid of the... Actually... You know what? Lulu is not the biggest priority right now, so I'm gonna switch her out with Yuna, summon Valefor, and then use the Thunder on the water flan. And it's gonna be an overkill, a guaranteed overkill with Valefor anyway. Because I mainly want to level Yuna up, not so much Lulu. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, swap Titus out with Lulu. Black Magic the Flan. Guard with Yuna, and then kill the Condor with Wakka. Okay, the Blue Bangle is literally just water defense, which is useless for us. Because a defense increase doesn't mean anything if it means we take damage. Okay, Dingo is A. We're gonna have to switch to Titus. Kill the Dingo. Then kill the Condor. Oh man, I have like 2 AP to level up for Yuna here. Hopefully I can get a turn with both Lulu and Yuna. Okay, so now I gotta level up for Lulu here. But I also need to see if I can get Yuna to level up. Okay, there we go. We can increase our MP now. Awesome. Actually, how are we doing for MP? Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. It seems only Lulu has been using her MP. Get rid of the Dingo. Guard with Wakka. I mean, I still want to use Wakka. Even though it would be nice to level Yuna up, I mainly want to get Wakka leveled up. Actually, I should have switched to Yuna so I can use Valefor to get rid of the water flan so I can guarantee a level up for Yuna. Yeah, well. Oh, preempt a strike. Good. Guard with Titus. Guard with Wakka. Thunder the Flan. Then swap Titus out with Yuna. And summon Veil for her to get rid of the Dingo for us. Okay, and one more AP for Titus to level up. Nice. So I definitely want to make sure I level up Titus at the least. Because does Titus even learn anything? No, he doesn't. But an extra bit of accuracy, agility can definitely come a long way. And in fact, learning his delay attack can also come a long way. But considering how much AP he needs just to get up to the next level, probably not the biggest priority right now. Okay, so here we go. So now we can use the Speed Sphere, get some evasion onto Yuna. And agility, magic, those will definitely be useful. Life, definitely not as useful. And it looks like the next sphere levels after that are not going to be as useful for her. Okay, so once I learn agility and magic, maybe I should level Yuna up until she at least learns these two. Because, yeah, after that, it's pretty much life, which affects AP, then defense, HP, empty node, HP, pray, which is to increase HP, defense, and empty node. And, yeah, the next useful node will not be into here. So I guess I could level her up 2 more sphere levels until she learns an extra agility and extra magic. Because the next upcoming nodes will not even be that useful for her. I'll still learn the ability ones. But they won't be as useful. Okay, it sounds like someone subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, whoever that is. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna switch out for Yuna. Summon Veil for, so I can get rid of the Flan. Yeah, definitely start prioritizing leveling up Yuna now, so I can get those 2 nodes for her, while also leveling up Wakka. Okay, there we go. Titus leveled up. Nice. Now, unfortunately, I can't learn anything new for him other than just move 1. But definitely getting another thing of accuracy and agility will definitely help. And delay attack would be awesome if I can learn it, but that's going to take a long time before I can learn it. Okay. Get rid of you. And yeah, there's no efficient way of getting rid of the Flan like that, so I'm gonna have to switch to Lulu, get rid of the Flan, and then get rid of the Condor. Because even if I use Veil for, there's a chance that the Condor may attack Veil for. Morning, it's a gamer. Hello, Alex, the PSI Time Lord. How you doing? Okay, get rid of the Dingo. Guard with Wakka. And I'm going to swap Lulu out for Yuna. Summon Veil for to get rid of the Water Flan. Because again, I want Yuna to level up. Okay, speed up the game again. And plus, at least I'm getting a guaranteed overkill if I use Veil for. Ah, crap. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't make Wakka go first before Yuna. Crap, so I may have to use this turn without having to use... God damn it, okay. Attack the Dingo. summon Veil for, so I have to do this battle without using Wakka. But hey, at least on the upside, I'm leveling up Yuna. Liquid Steel. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be useful. No, not you. Hold on. Equipment, Titus. Yeah, Water Strike. That's just a sensor ability. Yeah, Brotherhood is still useful because of the extra strength. Oh, this is a preemptive strike. This actually gives me an advantage. So get rid of the Dingo. Then I'm gonna swap Yuna out for Lulu. Guard with Lulu. Get rid of the Condor with Wakka. And since Lulu guarded, that counts as her performing an action in battle, so I'll switch back to Lulu. And then use Veil for her, and I have to perform an action with Yuna, because technically, swapping yourself out with another party member does not give you AP, essentially. Preemptive strike? Okay, another preemptive strike. Nice. Get rid of the Dingo. Gonna switch to Lulu. Guard with Lulu. Wakka, also gonna guard with him. Guard with him again. And then switch back to Yuna. And then you use Veil for to get rid of the Condor. Yeah, we pretty much want everyone to perform an action in battle, so everyone is gaining AP. Okay, get rid of the Dingo. Yuna! Shit. Okay, now this is bad formation, so I gotta switch to Lulu. Have Lulu get rid of the Water Flan. And Wakka get rid of the Condor. Even though I can try to rely on dodges, I don't want to be relying on dodges. Alright, and there we go. We finally got Wakka to level up, so Wakka, go up. No! That was not what I wanted to learn. That was not what I wanted to learn. Damn it. Just gonna close that down because I want to at least save that power sphere. Actually, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't really matter. But you know what? I want to actually at least show how impressive it is that I'm starting at Wakka's initial HP stat, honestly. I just want to show how impressive that looks, that I'm starting with his initial stat. Okay, so Crossroads. Alright, so there we go. Move Wakka up. Use the Power Sphere, but this time activate the Strength node. And there we go. We increase his Strength by 2. And that's actually the main reason I wanted to do the grind, was get up to this point, essentially, so I can gain an extra bit of Strength. However, I'm gonna grind more because I still have not learned the Overdrive mode for Wakka. I still have not learned the Wakka's Overdrive mode, and I need Wakka's Overdrive mode. Because, yeah, everyone still has Stoic. Everyone still has Stoic, and the only characters that can charge their Overdrive is Titus and Veilfor. So I still need to grind, essentially. I still need to grind so I can get Wakka's Overdrive mode, one of his new Overdrive modes, so that way I can actually increase his Overdrive. Plus, while I'm also doing the grinding, I can get Yuna an extra 2 sphere level, so I can actually gain 2 more of these nodes, which are going to definitely be useful. And then after that, I'll probably prioritize Lulu over Yuna after getting those 2. So, let me just change formation. So, Lulu with Yuna. Speed up the game. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Haste on... haste on Wakka. And shit, I just realized I can't get... Damn it! Okay, looks like I have to use Lulu. Damn it, game. I'm trying to level Yuna up, if you don't mind. Kill the dingo. Guard with Wakka. Switch to Yuna. Summon Valefor. And I want to use black magic on it. Try to get those 2 extra nodes with Yuna, get as much as I can with Wakka, while also trying to get Wakka's overdrive modes. Kill the dingo. And shit. Okay. Crap. Problem is, the Condor goes next, which is not going to be useful, so what I'm going to do is summon Valefor and hope for a dodge, and I'm hoping that Valefor essentially dodges the Condor's attacks. Because, yeah, regardless of what action I take, both enemies are going to go next. So I'm going to get rid of the water flan because the water is going to guarantee to hit me. And hope I dodge the Condor. Damn it! You are over-leveled, Valefor. Come on. Dodge, woman. Another ambush. Yeah, that's a reset anyway because there's a water flan. Thoughts on Persona 5X? I have not played it yet. So I have no opinion. But I'm honestly more pessimistic about it than I am optimistic because I just don't support gacha games. I don't support gacha games, and the fact that they made Persona into a gacha game honestly more pisses me off than it does impress me. Okay, guard with Yuna, and then kill the birdie. Come on! Gain your overdrive mode, Wakka! Why is he not gaining his overdrive mode? Like, I swear I am doing everything right, and I probably engaged more than 100 battles with him already. Like, why is he not gaining the overdrive? Okay. This is a reset because of the water flan. But yeah, no opinions on Persona 5X because I have not played it. Other than the fact that I hate it's a gacha game and I know idiots are going to pay for microtransactions just to make the game more easier for them. Or to make it more fun, because gacha games are designed to make it barely fun or not fun at all, or trick you into thinking that you're having fun. And, you know, the worst crime of that is like what do you call them? Idle games. The idle games where you essentially have to wait, and you're essentially encouraged to pay so you don't have to wait. I hate those kind of games, honestly. Wait. Okay, so yeah, I want Wakka to go, Dark Attack on the Dingo. Nice. And then summon Valefor. But yeah, indie game, or not indie games, idle games, that's what they're called. Idle games. The games where you essentially just wait, I fucking hate those games with a passion. Because they're purposely designed to be addictive and trick you into thinking that you're having fun, when you're not actually having fun, you're just wanting to see numbers go up, and it's constantly flashing the ching-chings at you, kind of like how a casino flashes ching-chings at you, essentially. I just hate the system. I freaking hate the system with a passion. It's manipulative, and that's all it is. And I'm just hoping that Persona 5X is a lot better than what it's shown out to be, but the fact that you have to, you know, pay just to get certain mechanics is just ridiculous. Now, I've heard that you can unlock all the mechanics in the game without having to pay for anything, and I hope that's the case, but still, that doesn't make it any better. Okay, I gotta use haste on Wakka. Wakka killed the birdie, and then Yuna summoned Valefor to get rid of the water flan. Okay. So there we go. Finally got... Was that Yuna? Yep, Yuna up. So I need to get her up at least one more level. So here we go. Increase agility by 3. Awesome. So I just need one more level with her to raise her magic by 3. And bear in mind, all of Yuna's stats effects are Aeon stats. So by increasing her magic points by 3, I'm also increasing the points on Valefor as well. And the amount of battles we are doing are also increasing the stats on Valefor. And it's definitely what I want and what I need. Okay, so guard with Yuna, attack the dingo, and fuck, I fucked this up. Shit. Shit. Okay. Lulu, come in. The one battle, I did not level up Wakka. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay, change the formation. Lulu with Wakka. Again, I want to prioritize leveling up Wakka, and if I'm not leveling up Wakka, then I'm not making the progress I need. Preemptive strike. Okay, this is good. Hold on. Let me think. Okay. Can I kill the birdie? Of course not. Guard with Yuna. Kill the birdie with Wakka. Ah, crap. I might have fucked this up. Yep, I fucked this up. Oh, wait. No, I didn't screw this up. I am performing an action with Yuna, so all I gotta do is swap with Lulu, and now all 4 of them are gonna gain AP after this. I'm just being dumb. I'm thinking that I have to summon Valefor, but guarding with Yuna still counts as her doing something. I'm just being dumb. Okay, change the formation of Lulu with Titus. But yeah, once I get that extra node with Yuna, then I can prioritize leveling up Lulu more. Preemptive strike, good. Kill the dingo. Guard with Yuna. Guard with Wakka. Just gonna guard and then swap to Lulu. And then thunder the flan. Excuse me. So everyone gains AP. And Lulu levels up. Nice. Okay, so Lulu. And there we go. We now learned a new ability. So the focus ability. So the focus ability pretty much increases the attack power of magic attacks, which will definitely come in handy, probably. We'll see, but it'll definitely probably come in handy. Ambush. And, of course, you get hit. Thank you for dodging, Lulu, but Yuna got hit, so this run is automatically invalid. Yeah, I'm just glad I can close down the game and reset, and my stream will still stream what I need to stream. That was my main concern, is that I may have to get a game over within battle, but thankfully I don't need to do that. Okay, I'm just going to turn my fan on, so if you hear a little bit of wind, It's because I have a fan on. I just need to mostly blow it on my back, essentially. Actually, where is, Oh, Titus's, MP is pretty low. I think after this, I should probably save it a save sphere. I should probably save it a save sphere so I can regenerate that MP back. It's not gonna matter. I'm getting hit. Because, yeah, I definitely need to regenerate Titus's MP back just in case I need to use the haste skill. And while I'm doing that, I'm also getting MP back for Wakka if I need to use Dark Attack, or Lulu if I need to, well, use her for magic. And I guess Veil 4 as well, but Veil 4 probably has like over 100 or so MP, so it's probably not going to matter all that much. Okay. No! Screw you, game. Screw you.
No problem.
This is a problem. Okay, let me just think. I don't have any AoE damage. That's the problem. I don't have any AoE damage. And using haste is really not going to make a difference. Now, fortunately, using haste is not going to make a difference. We just got to hope for a dodge. Oh, which we do get a dodge, so nice. Okay, get rid of Birdie. Okay, and then swap Lulu out for Yuna. Okay, and then summon Veil 4. Black Magic, Thunder, the Water Flan. So we're pretty much just leveling Yuna up one more level, and we're just keep on fighting because we seriously need to learn the goddamn overdrive mode for Wakka, and I have no idea why he's not learning it yet. But he should have honestly learned it by now. Like, I don't know what the conditions are, or how many overdrive modes he needs to learn. Okay, I'm just quickly looking at a guide because I need to figure that out. I need to figure out why the heck he's not getting his overdrive modes. Okay, warrior, so... Oh my god, really? Okay, so it looks like in order to get warrior, I have to inflict damage 160 times in order to get warrior onto Wakka. So that's why Wakka hasn't got his overdrive yet, because I need to do 160 damage on an enemy to learn warrior. And I need to perform 90 kills, I think. 90 kills or something with Wakka in order to get Slayer. I probably should have got Slayer by now. So yeah, apparently I got to get 160 battles with Wakka, essentially. So that's why I haven't got his ability yet, because he actually requires more numbers to level up. I believe this challenge is either an overdrives only challenge or a no damage run like your Persona 4 Golden challenge run. Well, I mean, if you've been watching it, then yeah, it's doing the entire game without taking damage. Yes, no taking damage. We're allergic to damage. Guard. We're gonna haste. Fuck, that doesn't work. Shit. Okay, we're gonna get Lulu in the party, use her black magic on the flan, and then get rid of Birdie. And I still have not learned his overdrive. Come on, game. Okay, so let's just go to a save sphere so we can regenerate MP. But yeah, it's a no-hit run, no taking damage. Every time I take damage, I either need a game over or close down the game and reset. Either option essentially just leads us back to the main menu. Okay, kill the dingo. Guard with Wakka. And I'm gonna not level up Lulu. I mainly want to level up Yuna. But once Yuna gains at least one more sphere level, then that's pretty much all I need to do for Yuna in terms of the grind. And then I'll prioritize Lulu. I don't know why I ran that way. Shoot. Guard. Can I haste? No, I can't. Yeah, shoot. No. Okay. Lulu. Thunder on the flan. And then Wakka take down the birdie. But yeah, doing a permadeath no-hit run is 100% impossible. There's just no way you're going to get that ridiculous good RNG to make that even possible. Okay, definitely a reset, because if it's the water flan, I'm going to get hit no matter what. Until someone's able to nullify whatever element the flan is going to attack us with, or even absorbs it, then I'm going to take damage regardless of what happens. But yeah, once we eventually gain the first strike ability later on in the game, once we gain the first strike ability onto a weapon, we can pretty much guarantee first turn, even if it's an ambush attack. And if we have it on Titus, we can use his flee ability to immediately run from a battle. Or if we have it on another character, then we just swap them out for Titus to guarantee that we run from a battle if we have an ambush attack. Unless I can guarantee that I can instantly get rid of them. And why is the Condor B? Okay, get Titus in here. Wait, what? Damn it. Okay, so what happened is that I was trying to attack the Condor, but I actually switched to attack either Titus or Wakka, and essentially you can actually attack yourself or your own allies. I think I did that by accident. Thankfully I missed, but unfortunately the Condor got a hit on me. Alright. And of course the dingo goes first. I gotta switch to Titus. Get rid of the dingo. Guard with Wakka so he gains AP. And then switch Lulu out for Yuna so we can summon Veil for her. Speed up the game so we can get through this cutscene faster. Actually, there is a way to reduce the amount of time that shows up. Hold on. That's actually one thing we should probably do, is actually configure that. Aeons, so we can actually have the sequence of the Aeons by default, or shorten it. We're going to shorten it just so we can speed up the run a little faster. So we're going to shorten the Aeon sequence, so that way it'll speed up the grinding for us. Preemptive strike, kill the dingo. Guard with you. And then switch you out for Lulu. Guard with Lulu. Guard with you. Switch Titus out for Yuna. And then summon Veil for her. So yeah, now we don't really get the summoning thing, and it's cut short. And there we go. Done. Everyone gains AP because everyone did some sort of action in battle. And yeah, I gotta get Titus in, kill the dingo, kill the birdie, then swap Lulu out to summon Vil for her, and then kill the Flan off with Thunder. Okay, Wakka leveled up again. Nice. Okay, one more sphere level, and I can increase his max MP. But yeah, getting an extra 2 points of agility would actually be pretty great. Alright, let's continue to grind more. What should we do? What should we do? Guard. And... yeah, that doesn't make a difference, so I'm gonna have to swap Titus out with Lulu. Attack the Flan with Lulu. And then attack the birdie with Wakka. Unfortunately, that defense thing is useless, so we're gonna continuously grind. And yeah, I gotta switch to Titus, kill the dingo, and kill the birdie. But yeah, once we gain more agility, we'll be able to have more turns. Oh wait, no. I was being an idiot and grinding even more than I need to, but thankfully I did not get an ambush battle. Switch to Yuna, summon Vil for again. Yeah, don't be an idiot and grind 2 battles per autosave. Get off the screen, get back, and okay, there we go. We finally leveled Yuna up. So we finally leveled Yuna up. However, we're gonna now prioritize Lulu over Yuna now. So we got pretty much what we need stat-wise. Because yeah, life, defense, health increase, another health increase, prey, and magic defense is pretty much useless. So unless we get Yuna all the way to here to gain more MP, Yuna is probably going to stay here until we eventually get her over-leveled a little later. So we're now going to prioritize Lulu over Yuna and only use Yuna if I absolutely need to. In fact, maybe while I'm at it, I should probably save at a save sphere. And yeah, if I get full-on equipment, I mean, the equipments are rare drops, but if I get full-on equipment, I should be able to run back to the Besaid village and sell that so I can get some money for it. Okay, kill the dingo. Guard with Wakka. Black Magic Thunder on the Water Flan. So now I'll prioritize leveling up Lulu more over Yuna. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there is actually a challenge run that exists of overdrives only. Guard. Guard. And then swap Wakka out with Yuna. I'm going to summon Vil for her to just finish the battle off with Yuna. And since everyone performed an action, then everyone's going to gain AP. So even though I'm going to prioritize Lulu, I'm still going to throw Yuna in every once in a while to make sure that all 4 gain AP. Because her gaining nothing is not going to be all that useful if I'm not really gaining anything out of it. So here we go. Switch back to Wakka. And let's go. And plus, having Lulu in the party will be beneficial because if I get ambush attacks, then any physical attacks on her has a good chance of dodging. Unless we're dealing with the Water Flan, in which case we can't dodge. Come on, Lulu, get in overkill. The more overkills we get, the more AP we gain. Bye-bye, Birdie. And bye-bye, Flan. At least I'm making the island safe for all the villagers. Considering that this is practically the home place for both Lulu, Wakka, and Yuna, we're practically just making sure that our home is safe before we leave it. Kill the dingo, guard, and black magic. And Jesus Christ, will you get a new overdrive mode, Wakka? I mean, it probably doesn't help if I'm not attacking with him, but still. Ah, Jesus. Actually, maybe I should attack with Wakka more. Guard with Titus, and then Dark attack the Dingo. So Dark attack, so if I don't actually kill him with Wakka, then the Dark will pretty much severely decrease the physical accuracy, and we can almost guarantee a dodge. Water Wumba, that's probably just to increase the water attack. Definitely not going to be helpful. In fact, having a weapon on Lulu is pretty much not even useful at all. We're essentially using Lulu just for her black magic, and that's it. Okay, preemptive strike. This is actually beneficial. Get rid of the Dingo. Get rid of Birdie. Guard. Guard. And then swap Titus out for Yuna. And since Lulu's not going to have a turn, we're going to finish the flan. No, not with Sonic Waynes, with Thunder. Because, yeah, if we can get AP on all 4 characters, then that's more beneficial than just not getting anything at all with Yuna. Okay, change the formation with Titus and Yuna. Because, yeah, we're essentially want to use all sphere levels before the next upcoming battle for a particular reason. Actually, can I get Wakka to act twice? Okay, good. I can get Wakka to act twice. I definitely want that. So, actually... yeah, I want that because I want Lulu to act twice. Wait, no. Fuck. What am I doing? Okay. Put it on Wakka. Guard with Wakka. And, okay, so, the Dingo takes more fire damage, so we're gonna use fire on the Dingo. Okay, and that kills the Dingo, good, so I just attack Birdie, and there we go. Okay, Dingo, Condor, and Thunder on the flan. Jeez. Ambush attack with a flan, so that's a reset. Yeah, no way that a permadeath no-hit run is possible at all for Final Fantasy X. It's pretty much impossible. Okay, Dingo, guard, and kill the flan. And I just got to keep an eye on the MP, because if the MP is getting too low, then I definitely want to go to a save sphere. Excuse me. Okay. So Lulu can level or move. And unfortunately, she has to go 1, 2, 3 more sphere levels before we can increase her evasion. But right now, we're just trying to attack as many enemies as possible so Wakka can learn his new overdrive, because we want to try to get Wakka's overdrive full before we get on the ship. Okay, that's a reset. And so far, him learning a new overdrive still has not happened yet, which is freaking annoying. But at least on the upside, at least I'm leveling him up. At least I'm leveling him up so he's more prepared. But we still got to keep doing battles until he gains a new overdrive mode. Permadeath, no hit. Light be possible, but will require at least 10,000 runs. Yeah, no. No, if it's plausible after 10,000 runs, no, it's just not worth it. It's just simply not worth it. And yes, I know there's a dedicated community around Final Fantasy X where they can one-shot everything or do the no sphere grid, no summons, no customizing, no overdrives, no blitzball, and no summons. I think I said summons already. They have a challenge run where they restrict almost everything in the game. Okay, I want to make sure that Lulu at least get some action, so let me just no. Wakka, yeah, increase Wakka. Guard with Wakka. And then get fire on the dingo with Lulu. This is mostly just so I can ensure that she is gaining AP too. Oh, yes! Yes! I did it! Yes! It's official, guys. We finally got an overdrive mode for Wakka. Oh my god, it's about freaking time. Yes! Ah, yes! Freaking finally! Jesus Christ, Wakka! So there we go, we finally got the Slayer overdrive for Wakka. So charges when a character defeats an enemy. Equip. We're definitely gonna have this equipped. So now that we have the Slayer ability, we'll finally be able to get we'll finally be able to increase Wakka's overdrive. This alone definitely makes it all the more... Yes. Freaking yes. Oh my god. I'm so glad I finally got an overdrive for Wakka. So now I can finally increase Wakka's overdrive, which is definitely going to be helpful for one of the boss fights coming up. Because we got 2 boss fights back to back, and we essentially want Wakka to pretty much use his overdrive against the second boss fight, essentially. Okay, Titus leveled up a level, good. And while Titus levels up too, this also means we might be able to get a useful stat on him while we're at it. Which, yep, we can get a useful stat. Okay, accuracy by 2 points, nice. Okay, so 1 more sphere level with Titus and I can increase his agility. And if I can get the delay attack as well, that would even be better. But I'm only confident I'm going to be able to increase 1 sphere level with how long it takes to grind. So maybe I could just keep grinding with Titus until he eventually gains another thing of agility. Until then, let's see if we can try to get Wakka's overdrive filled and see if we can get an overdrive mode onto Lulu. If we can get that to happen, then that'll be great. Yeah, unfortunately, just attacking an enemy is not going to increase his overdrive. It's only going to happen after we defeat, or after he defeats an enemy. So pretty much after he defeats the Condor, essentially. It's going to happen pretty much after he defeats the Condor. Hey, everyone, and it's, sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Okay, there we go. Now we can actually get, so here we go. So with the Slayer overdrive, as you can see, Wakka had his overdrive filled. Or his overdrive gets, increases. We want that overdrive to be filled, essentially. We essentially want to guarantee that Wakka is going to be able to kill the second boss that is coming up on the SS Leaky. The SS Leaky is the name of the ship, so don't get any dirty thought minds, people. Alright, so kill the dingo, and kill the birdie. Alright, so we're getting closer to getting more overdrives onto Wakka, which is great. But hopefully we can get an overdrive mode onto Lulu, but when I was looking it up, it said we needed like 200 kills or something like that. Yeah, 200 kills is just going to take freaking forever. So we may not get an overdrive mode onto Lulu yet. But as long as we're getting it onto Wakka, and as long as Veil 4's overdrive is full, then we should have a chance against the next two boss fights. Okay, waterfall away. Kill the dingo. And guard with Wakka. Black magic with Lulu. Alright, dingo. Condor, and Flan. So yeah, it's going to be an even longer time before we can get a reliable overdrive for Lulu. Because yeah, looking at her numbers, she requires a lot more numbers than Wakka, and it already took so long just to get Wakka's overdrive. An overdrive mode that we can use for Wakka. Because yeah, everyone has Stoic by default, and by default, Stoic is useless. Okay. I'm gonna guard with Titus because I want Wakka to kill the bird. Because I have all the overdrive, or the overdrives that I need for Titus. Oh, right, arm guard. Let's see if that's even helpful. Okay, Wakka can go up a level, so there we go. Mana increases MP by 20, nice. So if we can get at least another 3 sphere levels with Wakka until he eventually gets agility by 2, then that would actually be great, because yeah, the next ones after that, HP, defense. So if I can get Wakka up to here by the end of this grind, then I could definitely make some efficient progress. But first, let me just check what that equipment was for... who was it? Was it Wakka? No? Oh, yeah, no, it is for Wakka. Okay, so Dark Ward, okay, there we go. So there we go. I got, armor for Wakka finally, Dark Ward. Useless at this point of the game, but at least it's something. Alright. I'll guard with Titus. Use Dark Attack on the Dingo. Okay. And Thunder on the Flan. Again, I'm using the Dark Attack on the Dingo, so if the attack doesn't kill the Dingo, then it'll be inflicted with Dark, which will severely reduce its physical accuracy, essentially. And since the Dingo only attacks with physical, then we have a good chance of dodging if it's inflicted with Dark. Okay, this one I definitely got to kill with Titus and Wakka. And yeah, Wakka's overdrive is now full, so we finally have a full overdrive with Wakka. Freaking awesome. And unlike Titus, Wakka's overdrives Wakka doesn't gain new overdrive, so he has element reels, and in order to unlock the other reels, we pretty much have to unlock them by playing Blitzball, essentially. So unfortunately, using his overdrives over and over again is really not going to help us. So now the only thing that's left to do is to pretty much try to see if we can actually get an overdrive mode for Lulu and eventually Yuna. But at least on the upside, at least Yuna's Aeons can increase their overdrives by simply attacking. Yeah, it's going to require like over 100 AP just to level up Wakka. But you know what? I'm just going to keep on going and see where it leads me. Because yeah, increasing this magic by 2 would definitely be helpful. If I can at least gain 3 more sphere levels to learn an extra 2 points of agility, that'd be great. Aim I don't really need. But I'll definitely say the priority is to at least get an extra bit of magic with Wakka at the least. Guard. Yeah, I'm just hoping that the levels that I have is going to be enough to defeat the upcoming boss fights, because there's going to be a pain in the ass part when it comes to the first fight, because we're going to do an unintentional method of essentially over-leveling. Alright, an overkill, nice. But I guess in the meantime, we're also leveling up Lulu. So Lulu will definitely be great to level up in the meantime. How many points until Yuna levels up? Yeah, 84. Yeah, we'll keep her in the back lines for now. Keep her in the back lines for now. Because as long as we're doing battles with everyone else, then her Aeons are still gaining levels, essentially. Because, yeah, essentially the Aeons increase their stats based on the amount of battles you do in the game, but also they're based on Yuna's stats as well. Guard. Hold on, no. Kill the birdie. Guard with Lulu, and then attack with Titus, so that way Lulu gains some AP as well. Guard, attack the dingo, which thankfully can overkill it, so I probably don't even have to use the dark attack on the dingo. Okay, so attack the dingo, attack the birdie. But yeah, this is pretty much going to be the worst part of the run, is pretty much the grind here. Although technically the grind on the ship was a lot worse, the grind here is at least a little bit better, and plus the scenery makes it at least a little bit more tolerable. Seriously, has Lulu even got a new mode yet? No, of course she hasn't. And Wakka hasn't gained a new mode yet, but we're keeping him on Slayer until he learns another mode. Because, yeah, Warrior would probably be the most useful out of all of them, because Slayer doesn't really increase unless you defeat an enemy. But honestly, damaging an enemy is a little... Oh, wait, no. Oh, fuck, I went... Oh, I did realize the Condor went first. Damn it. But yeah, there's just no way I'm gonna get the delay attack onto Titus, so I'll probably level him up till he eventually learns whatchamacallit, the damn it, Birdie. Damn it, Birdie! Actually, I should have used Taste on Wakka to see if I could actually get him to attack before the bird, but whatever. But yeah, I think I might level up Titus at least one more level so I can increase his agility at least. Because the more agility that Titus and Wakka have, the better chances of us finishing up the next upcoming fights, essentially. Because yeah, there's going to be a method of over-grinding, essentially, that is coming very soon. We just essentially gotta... Oh, wait, no. What am I doing? Go back up. Autosave. Don't load another file and then lose my autosave, please. Oh, jeez. Okay. Why does the Condor go first? Okay, let's see. Can we kill the Condor? Of course we can't. And I get hit. Oh my god, why is the Condor being a pain in the fucking ass? Because, yeah, I could just have Titus kill the Condor, or dodge the Condor's attacks, and then have Wakka deal with the Dingo. And yeah, I could use the overdrive modes, essentially, and get... I mean, the more I use Titus's overdrive modes, the sooner I can learn his 4th overdrive. But honestly, the 3 that I have now are pretty much all I need for the rest of the game anyway. But at least when I perform an overkill, at least that's guaranteeing an overdrive, at least that's guaranteeing an overkill if I use it with Titus. Alright, finally Titus goes before the damn bird. Okay, so guard with Titus, kill the damn bird. Fuck you, bird. Thunder on the flan. 2 overkills, nice. And I just ran out of coffee. Well, at least I have a Dr. Pepper here. So yeah, now we're getting to a point where we're now over-leveled with the other party members that it takes a long time for them to get to the next level. Actually, let me just check Titus again. Maybe I should continuously grind until Titus at least gains an extra 3 points of agility. That will at least assure that the next upcoming fights are going to be more plausible for us to do. Kill the Dingo, guard with Wakka. Dark magic on the flan. And I gotta pay attention to Lulu's magic just in case she runs out of MP. Okay, Dingo, Condor, and Flan. And Lulu leveled up. Nice. And Wakka's gonna level up next. But first, let's see what Lulu has in store for us. She has absolutely nothing. We need another 2 sphere levels with her before she can increase her evasion more. Which actually would be great. And unfortunately, it's going to require several sphere levels before Yuna learns anything useful. So it's really just mostly leveling up Titus and Wakka more. Guard with Titus, kill the birdie with Wakka, and Thunder with Lulu. And I mainly want Wakka to kill the enemies and not Titus, because Titus already has like 5 different overdrive modes, and Wakka only has 1 that we can use. So the more that I attack with Wakka, then the sooner... White magic haste. Wait, no. Okay, good. Haste Wakka, so that way he can kill the dingo. And then... there we go. Because the more kills that I can get onto Wakka, the sooner he can get the warrior overdrive, which is what I want. Ooh, preemptive strike. Nice. Okay. Guard with Lulu. Guard with Lulu again. Swap Titus out for Yuna. Just get some levels onto Yuna as well while we're at it. I used to love Dr. Pepper, but I haven't drank it in years. You just reminded me that it existed. Well, it's practically like one of my favorite soft drinks, or it's practically my favorite soft drink, so it's pretty much something that I have, not necessarily all the time, but something that I do have. Okay, so there we go. Wakka's magic increased by 2, and then the next 2 sphere levels is going to be aim and agility. I think I'm going to try to grind until I eventually get Wakka to here, so I can at least increase his agility by 2. Because I want to assure that the upcoming fights are going to be plausible. Then I just got to get Titus here, so I can gain 3 extra points of agility. But yeah, already it requires 181 AP just to get Wakka up, so... yeah, I think I'll try to level up Wakka at least another 2 more levels, and maybe while doing this grinding, I'll maybe potentially get another overdrive for him, because if I do, that will definitely make the later parts of the game go by a lot faster. Jesus. And, actually, out of curiosity, who has the most stats? Is it, or who has the most, evasion? Oh, Yuna has the most evasion. Okay. Good to know. This is just in case I get those ambush attacks, essentially. But no, I'm gonna switch her out with Titus. I love how Titus just pushes Lulu there. Okay, speed up the game so I can get through this faster. But at least the grinding here is at least faster than the grind when I was on the ship. Okay, it looks like I may need to get to a save sphere. In fact, maybe I should do that now. I should do that now while I'm thinking about it. Okay, Besaid's Beach. Okay. Let's grind more. So yeah, the reason why we want to go to the save sphere, because the save sphere essentially, guard with Lulu. Replace Titus with Yuna. Yuna summon Valefor, and then get rid of the Flan with Valefor. Essentially, I'm making sure that she gains some AP too. There we go. Okay, switch her out with Titus. Dingo, Condor, and Flan. Pearl Alarm Guard, I'm pretty sure that's useless for us, so let's keep going. Preemptive Strike, Dingo, Condor. Guard with Lulu. Switch Titus out with Yuna. Summon Veil for again. Again, so all four gain AP by the end of this fight. Because, yeah, if I can level up Yuna at least one more level, at least that's still useful for us. Actually, wait, Yuna has more evasion. Yuna has more evasion, so if we get ambushed by physical enemies, then we can at least guarantee... Okay, never mind. Yeah, so this granted is actually somewhat efficient. It is at least somewhat efficient. Come on, Wakka, learn to do overdrive already. Uh-oh. Okay, good. So haste Wakka so you can kill the Condor, and then thunder the Flan. And all three of them performed an action in battle as well, so good. Echo Shield? What is that? Silence Ward and Sleep Ward. I mean, all these are useful, but I think I'll keep Sleep Ward equipped for now. But the Silence Ward can potentially be useful. It's just situational. But yeah, we're definitely getting more overkills now, which is great because the more overkills we can get, the more AP we'll gain. Ah, come on! The Condor goes next? Yeah, let me just slow down the game so I can see what I'm doing. Miss. And someone gets hit, of course. Ambush, and it's a water flan, so I'm gonna get hit no matter what. Oh wait, don't load that. I don't want to lose my progress if I don't load my autosave. Okay, but I don't see the chocobo in the bottom corner, so maybe it doesn't actually load the... or... yeah, whatever. Anyways, kill you. Guard with you. Switch Titus out with Yuna. Summon Veilfor, and then get rid of the flan with Veilfor, so all four gain AP. Because, yeah, if I can gain AP with Yuna as well, then that'll be great. Actually, hold on. How about... Who only needed 3? Okay, Titus only needs 3, which is great, because this means I can actually gain that extra agility. Wakka took damage, didn't he? It was all fast forward, I couldn't really see. Yeah, Wakka took damage. So, close. Yeah, Iko, who was in the live stream earlier, is like, ooh, live stream. Yeah, he messaging me. Okay, autosave. And I'll keep Yuna equipped, so if I get ambushed by physical attackers, then at least I have a higher chance of evading. Thankfully, I don't need to worry about that, so switch to Titus. Come on, get overkills. And there we go, we leveled up Titus. Nice. Okay, we go up, and there we go. We get an extra agility. No, speed. Okay, agility, so 3 agility for Titus. Heck yes. So we need another 2 sphere levels so we can learn the delay attack. But the question is that going to actually be useful for us? Because, yeah, it requires 356 AP for Titus to level up, and concerned that I needed 2 sphere levels to get there. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get the delay attack before boarding the ship. Okay, so 49 AP. So I think what I'm going to do is just grind 2 more sphere levels with Wakka, so I can gain the aim ability and the 2 agility for Wakka. Once I gain those abilities, that's practically all the grinding I'm going to do, essentially. And then I'm going to board the ship, see if the next upcoming fights are going to be possible under a specific way that I'm going to go about them. Come on, Lulu. You need a new overdrive mode, girl. Okay, Lulu leveled up. Nice. The S-Ball. What's the S-Ball? I just want to see what the S-Ball is. Distill Speed. That could actually potentially be useful if we need more speed spheres. But for now, we pretty much have 99 of everything. Yeah, we pretty much have 99 of everything except for the ability sphere, because the ability sphere doesn't appear as much, and I don't think it appears at all with these battles. But consider that we're getting mana spheres, power spheres, and speed spheres every other battle, we really don't have to worry about that till probably much later in the run anyway, so... where am I going? I'm going right. Yeah, if I can at least gain 1 more sphere level with Lulu so she can learn an extra 2 points of evasion, that'd be great. Not a priority, but still great. No! Fucking... Blah! Why? I mean, I could use Titus's... You know what? Screw this. I'm going to use it anyway, considering that I still need to grind a lot anyway. Let's use an overdrive with Titus, because the more overdrives I use with Titus, the sooner I can learn his next overdrive, and I still need to learn his 4th overdrive. So as long as I'm attacking enemies with Titus, I'm still going to increase his overdrive anyway. Unfortunately, only Titus levels up after that, but that's okay. That's honestly okay. So now I just need to make sure that Titus's overdrive is full before I end the grind, which thankfully should happen. So I'm getting closer to the next sphere level with Wakka, and then I need to grind... Oh, wait, no. I need to grind one extra sphere level with Wakka, and that should be the end of the grind. Preemptive strike, nice. Nice. Okay. Actually, I probably should have killed that with Wakka. What am I doing? Okay, replace Titus with Yuna. Summon Valefor to get rid of the enemy. Okay. Actually, Yuna's pretty close to leveling up to the next sphere level, so maybe I should probably prioritize getting her up at least one more level before I proceed on. It's not necessarily a priority, but probably would be a good idea. Yeah, at least level her up at least an extra level, I guess. Because, yeah, I'm definitely not going to level Titus up to learn his delay attack. Okay, they're just giving the dialogue, hey, dumbass, let Titus take care of him. Okay, get rid of the dingo. And black magic on the flan. And get some levels onto Yuna just so she can get to the next sphere level. And there we go. Wakka leveled up. Alright, so there we go. So now we can learn his aim ability. So I'm pretty sure the aim ability is just to increase the accuracy of every single party member. I honestly don't really see that being useful in this run, but we'll still learn it because it's at least useful in a damageless run. So now, the next goal is to get one more sphere level so we can raise his agility by 2 points. So that's the next priority, is getting 200 and 210 AP to level up Wakka so we can learn that extra bit of points. And we'll also level up Yuna at least one more level just so she's at least an extra level ahead on the sphere grid. On second thought, let me go with Titus. And of course the Condor attacks. And the Condor hits. God damn it, game. Yeah, the more that we gain onto Wakka, the more reliable he'll be. Oh, shit! No! Did that supercharge do anything? That's not what I wanted. Okay, the supercharge didn't seem to do anything. Yeah, we don't want the supercharge active, because the supercharge is essentially a cheat code to make us able to attack everything. But thankfully, it didn't matter if it did change anything. Yeah, we don't want to activate the supercharge mode because the supercharge mode is essentially making the game easier for beginners, essentially. Jeez. Yeah, enough with the ambush attacks. Alright, good. Oh my god, are you serious? Please attack the bird. Oh my god, stop it, game. Oh, now the game wants to be an asshole. Now the game wants to be an asshole. For no reason. Yeah, I need Titus to hit things so that way his overdrive is full. Because I need both Titus, Wakka, and Valefor's overdrive full by the end of this grind. And I'm going to keep Wakka's overdrive essentially full the entire time, so we're fine on that. And while it would be nice to learn an overdrive mode for Lulu, thankfully it's not a big priority as of now. It's not a big priority as of now getting Lulu's overdrive modes till probably much later in the game. It just would be nice to have. Oh my god. Titus. Come on, it would be nice to level up, what's her name? Yuna, please. I mean, I guess I could always swap Lulu out for her. But again, the priority is mainly just to level up Wakka. And get Titus's overdrive mode completely filled again. The only reason I used it earlier was to get past a moment where I would potentially have to reset. Well, at least the grind is going easy so far. At least I'm increasing Titus's overdrive. Oh, jeez. For this case, I'm going to switch Titus out with Yuna. Attack the dingo so that way I can guarantee that Wakka can one-shot kill it the next turn. Then attack the flan with Lulu. Okay, so another 16 AP for Yuna to level up. Okay, same enemy formation as before, so hit the dingo. Then hit it again with Wakka for an overkill, and then thunder on the flan for another overkill. Okay, so 8 AP, so I'm definitely going to get at least Yuna up one more sphere level for this grind. Definitely not her fight, so Dingo, Condor, and Flan. Alright, definitely making progress here. So it's pretty much just getting Wakka and Yuna up one level and making sure that Titus's overdrive is full, and then we're done the grind. Whatever we have for Lulu doesn't really matter all that much. Honestly, I probably should have switched to Yuna during that turn and get the overkill. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Yuna. I guess I'll attack the birdie, which doesn't do anything, but at least that counts as her performing an action in battle. Okay, 2 more AP for Yuna, and then she'll get up 1 more level. Okay, definitely got to switch to Titus. Okay, Titus's overdrive is almost full. And, actually, I'm gonna swap Lulu out for Yuna for this one. Get Veil for her, and then defeat, the Flan with an overkill. So Yuna will level up. There we go. And I'll switch back to Lulu, so that way she can at least level up. Okay, so, 1 level increase. And even though it may probably be useless, I'm still gonna learn the life ability. Just in case. Okay, and then I'm gonna change the formation from Lulu, or... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna change the formation now. Auto-saved. So every time you see the chocobo that is running in the bottom right corner, that means an autosave is happening. Okay, so Titus is almost full on his overdrive. Okay, now he's full on his overdrive. Overkill, nice. So now we're just gonna make sure that Wakka and Lulu level up 1 more level, and we're good. Actually, what is Lulu? Okay, yeah, 1 more, and then she'll get an evasion knot. So yeah, we definitely want her to level up 1 more level, even though she's not a priority to level up. We're gonna guard with Titus, kill the dingo with Wakka, then kill the Flan with Lulu. We mainly want Wakka to kill the dingo, so that way that adds points towards getting his next overdrive mode, essentially. But speaking of overdrive modes, has he learned any since? No. And Lulu has not learned a single one since this grind. Ah, crap. Okay, I gotta kill the bird. Which thankfully I do. Dingo, okay. So even though it's more ideal for Wakka to kill the condor and Titus to kill the dingo, at least they can kill the other enemies as long as the attack lands. It's just not guaranteed to land because you're supposed to use Titus against enemies that have a high chance of dodging, and then Wakka against flying enemies that have a high chance of dodging any other attacks. Okay, so I want to guard with Titus, attack the dingo, and black magic with Lulu. Crap. Okay, hold on. Haste on Wakka. Okay, good. Haste on Wakka. Attack with Wakka. Then black magic with Lulu. There we go. Efficiency. Okay, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I can use another 2 more haste with Titus. I just wanted to check his MP. Preempt a strike. Kill the dingo. Kill the condor. Guard with Lulu. Guard with Lulu. Switch Titus out with Yuna. This is just so she can gain some AP as well. And plus I'm using MP with Velfor, and this is guaranteeing an overkill, which means more AP for everyone. Okay, just gonna change the formation from Yuna to Titus. Actually, let me just check something for a second. Okay, 111, and yeah, I don't think it really matters. I was just wondering if I should prioritize Yuna leveling up instead of Titus leveling up, but honestly, Titus is probably better to level up anyway. So anyways, can we kill... Actually, no, don't kill the birdie. Guard. Attack. And there we go. I want to make sure I'm attacking with Wakka, again, to get his overdrive modes. Guard. Attack the Condor. Come on, Lulu, get in overdrive. Scout, that's literally the ball I'm using on to Wakka right now. Ambush, and there's a flank, so I'm going to take damage no matter what. Jeez. But yeah, at least I don't have to grind any more longer, because pretty much once I get Wakka leveled up, I'm pretty much done the grind. Ah, damn it. Oh, wait, hold on. White magic haste on Wakka. Good. Yeah, at least the battle theme, and especially the victory theme, never gets old. The victory theme never gets old no matter what. The battle theme, might potentially get old during this run, but I still love it. Okay, looks like I gotta do haste one more time, and I ran out of MP for Titus, so I'm definitely gonna go to the sphere grid after this, since I ran out of MP on Titus. Okay, so now I gotta run back, get some MP onto Titus. So now it's pretty much just leveling Lulu up one level and then getting Wakka up one level. And right now, it's not really a priority to get Titus up another level because I'm definitely not learning his delay attack unless I desperately need it. But I'll find out soon. Overkill, nice. Okay. Blue shield. I'm guessing blue shield is to protect against water or something. Yeah, water ward. Yeah, sleep ward is still the most useful. So pretty much I'm selling all these shields except for alert and silence. So once I am able to get to the guy on the ship where I can sell the weapons, I'm definitely going to sell the weapons that are entirely useless for the run, essentially. Ambush, and it's a water flan, so automatic reset. Thankfully, there is a way to control those ambushes, and the way to control those ambushes is to pretty much have the first strike ability, but we're not going to be able to get that for quite a while. I know the first time we learned it is actually in the woods sometime after the Thunder Plains, but it's going to be a while before we get to that area of the game. Thankfully, we probably won't have to worry about it so much, because I do have a method of being able to grind without having to do too much grinding. Ah, damn it. Of course, the Condor goes first. But at least I defeated it. That's all that matters. Okay, Lulu did not get a turn during that turn. So make sure Lulu and Wakka levels up, and we're good. Okay, kill the dingo, kill the condor. Honestly, I probably could get Titus up one more level, but I'm not gonna bother. I'm not going to bother because Titus is already over leveled to begin with. Actually, can I get Lulu? Wait, no. Okay, good. I can actually get Lulu to act, because if I can get her to act, then I can guarantee she levels up, so, no. kill the Condor. And then Lulu, it's fire against, yeah, so fire for extra damage. Oh, wait, Wakka has learned a new overdrive. And I only have 16 AP left, so let me just check that out. Let me check that out. Okay, so Wakka, okay, overdrive, so he finally learned another overdrive mode, but it's only when we win a battle. So when the character defeats an enemy to win in a battle, it's hard to say which one actually would be more useful. Probably defeats an enemy would be more useful for now. The only problem is that we still have not learned an overdrive mode for Lulu, which sucks. But anyways, we can get Lulu up one more level. Okay, Speed Sphere, and here we go. An extra evasion for Lulu. An extra 2 points of evasion for Lulu. So she currently has 46 evasion. Nice. Okay, so now the only grind that we need to do is getting Wakka up a few more AP. So that way we can get an extra 2 agility points on him. And that's going to be the end of this grind. Wait, hold on. Okay, no, I'm fine on MP. I'm fine on MP. So now it's just leveling up Wakka. It's just leveling up Wakka. And while I'm at it... Okay, 184 AP, 111, I'll keep Lulu on me, Okay, so once Wakka levels up, then that's the end of the grind. And there might be a chance that I may need to grind more, but I'll figure that out as we go. Okay, so guard with Titus, attack with Wakka, thunder with Lulu. Yes! We did it! We're done the grind. We're done the grind. Okay, and it's going to be another 100 before anyone levels up. So yeah, that's all the grinding we're going to do now. That's all the grinding we're going to do now. So even though we haven't learned an overdrive mode for Lulu yet, honestly, that's okay. That's okay because we're probably not going to need it anyway. And as for Wakka, oh, we finally learned the warrior overdrive. Oh my god, yes. Frick yes. We're definitely going to switch to warrior now. God damn it, yes, we finally learned oh my god, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get Wakka up one more. And speed. Agility increased by 2. We did it, guys. We freaking did it. So, yeah, it's going to be another 3 or 4 sphere levels before he can increase his evasion. Which would be nice to have, but right now it's not a priority. As long as we get this, we're fine. We're fine. As for Titus, he needs another 2 sphere levels before he can learn delay attack. So if I need to grind more, I would mainly be grinding so Titus can learn delay attack. As for Lulu, if she grinds more, other than the defense nod, there's really not much else she can really learn. And yeah, Yuna, unfortunately, is going to require several levels before we can actually get the next useful thing, which is MP increase. So this is where the grind is officially going to end, and this is also where the stream is going to end. And we're going to have our backup save saved up to this point. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching this stream. So, yeah, when I continue on with the rest of this run, I'm essentially going on to the SS Leaky, and there will be another stream of me on the SS Leaky, so that's the name of the boat. There's going to be another stream, and it's definitely going to be required because we're going to actually thrust ourselves into a battle where we have to guarantee that we can actually stay in the battle for like more than 6 hours long. Why am I staying in a battle for more than 6 hours long? Well, that's because there's actually an exploit with the Sin Fin and the Sin Scales during the SS Leaky where you can actually overlevel. And we're going to essentially have Kimahri, Wakka, and Titus attack the enemies, have them on auto, while it's on fast forward by 4 times. And because the Sin Scales don't have any evasion, they have a 0 evasion. Essentially, we're attacking the Sin Scales every single turn. They respawn, we attack them again, they respawn. And each Sin Scale is like 1 point of AP, but if we have it on fast forward and leave the game on for like 6 hours straight, essentially we can overlevel. And that's essentially what I want to aim for, because if I can overlevel, then that will severely reduce the grinding later on. It means we'll definitely be overpowered for early game, but honestly, considering how much grinding we've had to do, like 12 hours of this run already, and we're not even off of Besaid Island yet, this should definitely give you an idea that, yeah, we should probably do this over grinding so we can actually make the run a lot more easier on us. Now, mind you, we can only carry up to like 99 sphere levels, but even at 99 sphere levels, that's not the equivalent of getting to max level with any characters, because there's no such thing as max level in this game. And when it comes to the sphere grid, mind you, this sphere grid is freaking massive. It's freaking massive. So even if we had like 99 spheres, yeah, we're gonna pretty much get a majority of like character sphere grid maxed out, but we also only have like 99 speed, power, and defense, or mana and ability spheres. But essentially what we want to do is essentially level them up so that way Yuna in particular, so once we get to Yuna, once we get to Yuna, our plan is to pretty much follow the grid until we reach this point, and then if we get like a level 1 lock, then we can get her an extra strength and an extra agility. So we pretty much just want to gain like 99 sphere levels with Yuna so we can eventually get to like this point of her sphere grid. When it comes to Titus, essentially we want to get through the mass majority of the sphere grid so he can eventually learn the slow ability, Sloga, and where is it? So after Delay Buster, which will also be really great, Hastega. We essentially want to overlevel Titus so he can eventually learn Hastega very early in the game, because Hastega is essentially an all-party haste, and that will definitely really help with the run. When it comes to Wakka, it's hard to say how far I'd probably level him up for, but looking at his sphere grid, I think I'd probably level him up till he's probably about here, I guess. Probably about here, so that way I can actually wait until I get another level 1 lock so I can gain the nodes that are up here, but also overlevel him enough so that way we can actually gain the Dark Buster, which will definitely help. As for Lulu, it's hard to say if there's actually a point where I should potentially stop grinding her. Because, yeah, I definitely don't need to activate this level 1 lock because it's just defense and health, which is useless. Level 3 lock is definitely a no-go. But I can definitely learn her tier 3 elemental skills, which is definitely useful. Going up here, and then over here, we can learn Bio, and there's like so many levels for whatever's down here. Napgil, yeah, that's not going to be helpful for us. And I think we'd probably level her up to at least here until we get a level 2 lock for this. And then as for Kimahri, I don't know where Kimahri is, but we're also going to be able to severely overlevel Kimahri as well. But essentially the plan is to be able to get everyone further on their sphere grids while having lots of levels to work with. But we also got to share the amount of like speed, power, and mana spheres on everyone, because yeah, we only have a certain amount, pretty much 99 of them, but still, that's only a certain amount. But we're definitely going to level up Titus the most. We're going to level up Titus the most until he eventually gets to his Hastiga. Until he eventually gets to Hastiga. And what else are we going to learn? Okay, so yeah, there's like a level 1 lock right here. So unfortunately we'll be missing out on some accuracy. Which honestly I don't think is really going to be that big of a deal, honestly, for this run. I mean, I guess we can go to Sloga and then get a level 3 lock to get strength. Though, could we miss out on that for a thing to strength? Because once I complete Titus's sphere grid, I can always move to Oron's portion of the sphere grid to gain even more strength. So yeah, there's a lot of planning when it comes to the sphere grid. Once you get to the later parts of the game, planning for what you level up on the sphere grid is actually a part of the game's design. But I've yapped on long enough, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and ding the bell for more Nitsa Gamer content. Be sure to follow me on my Twitter. I don't have a Blue Sky created yet, but I gotta get around to that. Join my Discord server, become a channel member, and yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and you all have a good day, good night, and I'll see you guys when I eventually stream the first boss battle on the SS Leaky, because it's something that I have to stream. Not should stream, have to stream, and you'll see why when I eventually get to it. So, you all have a good day, good night, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.